Hello and good morning, Chaska Middle School West students. We are so happy that we are returning to in-person learning on Monday, March 22nd. So we're looking forward to having you back. And here are a couple of things that we want to highlight to you as you make the transition. Each morning at 8:20, our doors will open. We're asking students to get breakfast and then head right to advisory. We want to remind you that during your outdoor mass breaks, make sure that you're distancing from your peers, 6 feet or more, especially if your mask is off. And Mr. Shoquist is going to talk a little bit about expectations during passing time and class time.
Hi guys, again, for me, welcome back. A lot of things that you're going to do is going to be exactly the same when you're here before. Lockers. We ask you to, if you need your locker, great, use it. But you only use it before school and at the end of school. Your backpacks and your belongings can be transported between classes. Between classes, we're going to continue having 2 3-minute passing times. The bell will ring that will indicate the end of class. And during that first 3 minutes, the teacher will release half the class. If you're released, you go out, you go to your next class. The second bell will release the second half. When you leave class, we expect you to move to that next class. If you have to use the bathroom, that's great, but go to that next class. Everywhere you go in all your classes and in the lunchroom, you're going to get an assigned seat. That seat is the one that we need you to stay at during the time that you're in that space. They're at least 3 feet apart. Do your best to keep those distances. Again, assigned seats, they're everywhere, lunchroom and in classes. Please follow them. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody. Like Mr. Shoquist and Mr. Gibbs said, we're so excited to have more of you in the building. It's going to be a great transition for us, and we just can't wait to see you all in person finally instead of over Google Meets. I'm going to talk real quickly about the lunchroom. Things are going to be largely the same. The big difference is going to be that there's a lot more people in there. Because there's so many people in the lunchroom, I want to make sure that we're clear that we need to be really, really intentional about keeping that space that Mr. Shoquist talked about. So when you're in there lining up to go get lunch, make sure you're standing on a sticker. The same thing is true when you're in the a la carte line. Make sure you stay on that sticker and stay distance. Even if you're in line with a friend, keep that distance. When you're at your tables, make sure that you're at a number. We don't want to have people bunching up and sitting 1 seat away from each other. A couple feet is all we're going to be able to do, 3 feet ideally. So do your best to keep that. Please keep your mask on whenever you're not eating. So anytime you get up to throw trash away, put a mask on. And then when you're coming and going, please do that as well. And lastly, just continue to be mindful about cleaning up after yourself and keeping our spaces clean and making sure that we take pride in the school environment that we have. Again, looking forward to seeing everybody. I'm going to send it back to Mr. Gibbs.
So you're not going to have to remember all of those details. We'll continue to remind you as we transition back. Please reach out to your advisory teacher or a counselor if you have questions or need support as you make the transition to in-person learning. And for our students that are continuing to learn at home through our online learning academy, we're so glad you continue to be with us. We miss you and we care about you and are looking forward to the spring and finishing out the school year strong. So thanks a lot, West students. We'll see you soon.